this. So if you're extended time, go ahead and hop off this meeting and take your quiz. You guys have 7 minutes to take your quiz. That means extended time is either 10 or 14. Okay. So go ahead and hop on the portal, take your quiz. It is only 3 multiple choice questions. Good luck. So again, if you're extended time, hop off the Zoom, come back when you're done. Raise your hand if you would like me to play some more rap music. All right, Logan, that's my boy.
Hey there. Almost.
Thanos, just give me a thumbs up that you're taking the quiz. Cool. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up if you're done. What the hell is going on at the White House?
People want to go there.
What is going on?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not the White House, is it? It's like the Capitol building.
That's the
Yeah, it's the Capitol
building.
building.
What's going on? All right, let's see how we did. How do you guys think you did?
Eh.
Holy cow, everyone got a perfect score.
Actually?
Yeah. So far, so good. Wow. I gotta check U-bins, but for impropriety. And
But why?
yeah, well, you know, because I've heard the rumors. But all right, okay, so. And then also gonna check Dylan's. You can never trust a man whose last name is Ochoa. I saw Narcos.
You know, that's fine. I accept that.
Okay. Jesus, what the hell is going on at the White House? All right, so everybody's here. Okay, great job. Hold on one second. Okay, that's good. We're good there. That's good. That's good. That's good. He's not here. Attendance optional. Wow. Okay. You know me. I don't talk about politics. You guys all know me, but holy cow. All right. Okay, so moving on. All right, so I got the quizzes in. Great job, everyone. Good job. Okay. All right, so now we're not going to discuss the quiz right now. What I want to discuss is the homework. Okay. How many of you thought it was a little bit difficult? Okay. Now, again, I give you guys a hint. Basically, what was happening was I specifically wanted you guys to focus on the rows, okay? That was where we needed to kind of just look at things, okay? So I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, take a look. All right, so here we go. All right, now, if we take a look at my 2D array, okay? Take a look at it right here, all right? So string array, new string array. Now, the key thing, the reason why I'm doing these particular type of questions is because they are going to ask you to traverse through an array or fill an array. And if we know all the possible ways to do it, there's only a certain amount of ways. So that's why I'm trying to have you guys practice this and find out the best techniques. Okay, so first thing I told you guys that every multiple of 5 needed to be a G, correct, right? So the best way to go about this was to just make a string array, okay? And then when you added the numbers, you could basically use the numbers, but append a null to the beginning and then add the numbers, okay? So notice that I didn't give you any specific instructions on what the array type should be, correct? Okay, so if we take a look, I created my array, which was 5 by 5, and I have a counter for 1. Basically, that's where I'm starting, okay? So I start with my rows, normal. Now, this is where I got into it. This is where some of you got it, some of you didn't, okay? You can start off, basically the thing that you needed to do was this. You needed to figure out which row you were working in. Were you working in an odd row? Or were you working in an even row? Okay, 0 counting as evens, all right? So the first thing you need to do is based on how you are going to initialize, okay? What you need to do is you need to basically do a test to make sure you know which rows. So the first thing I did was I created an if statement. R modular 2 equals 0. 0, row 2, row 4, okay? So this will cover every other row. And it's status quo, just like normal, okay? Standard column, I initialize this to columns, okay? But then what I did is this, okay? After I initialized, okay? Equal plus counter, so let me clean this up a little bit, okay? After I initialized, I did an if statement. if counter modular 5 was equal to 0, overwrite it with a G. Notice that I made sure that the print statement came after the initialization, okay? And then I incremented counter, okay? Now, I have my other one, okay? I have my other one. Now, my else handles odd rows. So this was row one, basically row 1, which would be the index 0, which would be just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I now do is this. I did C is equal to 4. C is greater than or equal to 0. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 5 indices. Okay. C is greater than or equal to 0. Now, could you have done dot length minus 1? Yeah, you could have done that. That's fine as well. Okay. C is greater than or equal to 0. So the key thing was that you were doing a countdown though, because you wanted to start at the last column. Okay. Then same thing. Array counter, if counter modular 5 equals 0, then I set it as G, almost the exact same thing. The only thing that I did is I started here, but here's where some people had the problem. What they were doing, so if I run this right now, okay, I get my correct array, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. So it's snakes. What some people were doing, and I'm pretty sure this happens, is they were putting this here. Okay, so, and I'm just going to delete this for right now. So this is going to be just an empty one. Okay, so what they were doing was they were doing this. And what happens is you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's the problem. You technically did it right. You technically did, but it's just printing the item in that format in 5 in a row. Theoretically, you did it right, but I wanted the printout to resemble what is in actual every index. So in order to do that, I had to do another for loop that cycled through and printed out the items in that column. That way you could see how it was reflective. That was the salient feature, was that extra for loop. Okay. And then I have my row out here. So whenever we're talking about snaking a row, not snaking a column, okay, but snaking a row, the key thing is testing the row to make sure that it was that you are working, that one row is status quo, the other row, I initialize it, and then I print out the numbers that are in that row. Okay. How many of you understand what I did here? How many of you tried doing it a different way? Gary, what did you try to do?
I just did 2 for loops, but one was backwards and then one was forwards.
And did it work?
Yeah.
It did work.
Yeah, I did.
Let me see. Share your screen.
You just have to add. Okay.
Let me see how you did yours. Okay. Okay, whoa, yours.
Well, I like a real count here, I guess, which is just a separate counter. So I guess I used another variable, but I avoided 3 for loops.
Whoa, yours is. Way more complicated than mine.
Really? Even 3 for loops? Like you just add it and then so like it
Yeah, but look
starts
at all
at the
your
higher
if
volume.
else, but look at all your if else's. I didn't need any of those.
Yeah, but wasn't that for the G's though? To see if it's mod 5.
Why did you use integer.toString?
Doesn't have to bring.
Let me guess, the internet was very helpful in this.
Yeah.
I know it was. Okay. All right.
Wait, can you put an integer as a string or?
So what did you notice what I did? So
What'd you
stop
do?
sharing. So again, this is why. So what I did to simplify things, I just made it a string array, and then I initialized null plus counter. I mean, that's usually what people would call brilliance, but you know, to each their own. Okay, who else did something different? Eon.
I mean, I
Were you able to get it or not at all?
Yeah, I was able to get it.
Okay.
But
Did you? Okay. So was yours similar to mine? Was yours similar more to the inferior one, Gary?
I think it was a bit more similar to Gary, where in which I used a bunch of if statements and if else's.
Okay. All right.
And yeah.
Okay. Yuban, what about you?
I didn't use a counter. I just used like the
Share your
indices.
screen. Let's see what you did.
Okay.
And these are guys, these examples, these are all good examples. Okay.
So I just used like the indices from,
Oh my God.
it's just math. So yeah.
Jesus.
Why?
Print it. Run your code. Very interesting way of doing this. R modular 2, C equals 4. Okay, so Gary, I want you to send me yours. Obviously, guys, I have my own way I did it and stuff like that. But I want to put this in a document so that people can see the different ways. So Gary, do me a favor, email me yours. You've been email me yours. Danos, how did you do yours?
I did mine different than everybody. I made the 2D array like just 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 5, 6, or whatever, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever that's G. And then when I was printing it, I did for the odd rows, I just printed normally, and then I had another for loop that would print it backwards.
So you predefined the array.
Yes, and then I printed them.
Now, what if I changed it to 50?
Change what to 50?
What if I changed it to 50? The numbers to 50. What if I changed the array to an 8x8?
It would still work.
Share your screen, because maybe I'm misunderstanding. Okay, one of the things, guys, one of the things I do want you guys to get out of the habit of, and I'm seeing this a lot, you don't always need an else. You can use an if for a certain condition. Like, for example, if something was a multiple of 5, then convert it to a G. I don't need an else. Okay, so we got to stop using that. It's extremely inefficient. Count equals. Okay, I see what you did. Okay, so here's the downside though. So who can tell me what he did wrong? Dylan, what did he do wrong?
Quite honestly, the text is too small for me to read it.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. So technically, so basically, so what you did, and I want you to send this to me as well, because because what you did was the way that I did it, the way that Yuban did it, the way that Gary's did it, is that the indices actually are storing it. You're just reading it a different way. But like, if example, I called on index, like if I called on 4, or I'm sorry, if I called on 1, 4, there should be a G in there, where technically yours is going to be not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no, there should be a 6 in there. You are going to have a G in there. All your last columns are going to be G. Huh?
I can fix that fast because all I need to do is just
But there shouldn't be a fix. That should be the initial step. Okay. All right. So that being said, okay. Now, again, this one wasn't meant to be easy. This one was meant to make you think. Now, again, the reason why I show you mine, give me 1 second. Okay, is because you can basically keep status quo. Okay, theoretically, if I told you not to print it out, this is the quickest way to do it. If I told you not to print anything out, done. That's it. If I told you not to print anything out. That's the quickest way. Tell me there's a quicker way. You've been making algorithms that I don't even understand that I'm gonna have to take a look at. Gary just helped me, Safari helped him as much as it could. Okay, but all right, and then you've got, Thanos, who just doesn't like to play by the rules. So, but this is the quickest way possible, because specifically what it's doing is it's just looking at the row. I even told you guys, just pay attention just to the row. Okay. So that being said, okay, let's talk about your assignment for tonight. Okay. Now, your assignment for tonight, I'm going to have, now it's online. Again, do not look. It's not going to help you guys at all to look at this and stuff like that. Okay. What I want you guys specifically to look at is the AP question for, thanks, Euban and Gary, got your emails. I appreciate it, because what I want to do is I want to put a document. Thanos, send me yours also, okay? Because I want to put some notes on it. I'm going to send you guys away for like traversing. So we have like 3 and even more from the next class. So we have all these different ways for your notes, and maybe one of them will just click. Maybe one of them will just be the best way. So if you've got 5 different examples, and then Thanos's, then you possibly, you've got 5 different ways that maybe the best one might stick. Okay, it's all to help you. All right. So now that being said, what you guys are going to do, I want you specifically to look up. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste this in the chat. Okay. So this is the 2011 AP Computer Science question. Specifically, I want you to go to question number 4. Okay. Now, question number 4 specifically deals with traversing through a 2D array. Okay. Specifically, now this was the year a lot of people hated. This was the year that literally they made the easiest question first and the hardest question last, or hardest question first and easiest question last. So it was a very brutal multiple choice. And then they went ahead and gave the hardest free response question first. So this one is actually an easy question. So what your assignment is I want you to take a look at question number 4, and I want you to do part A. Do it to the best of your abilities. Okay, I'm going to take a look at your homework again. I've been giving it a lot, like your homework a lot. Your quiz that you guys just took, that's going to be easy to put up on the portal because it's just multiple choice. The other one, I'm still grading a few. There's still little notes here and there, but I'm sending you back the reports. Okay, now I want you guys to do 2011 part A only. And I want you to submit it to me in the submission box. Okay, just copy from Eclipse, paste in the submission box. I want to see how far you get. Guys, the answer is online. If I get, so I'm telling you right now, some of you, a lot of you might get it. A lot of you might not. If I get all perfect scores on this, I'm just going to give everybody a 0. Okay? Because it's one person cheats, you're screwing everybody over. And I don't care. Okay? That goes for the international students watching too. Okay, not all of you are perfect already at 2D arrays because some of you had trouble with single D arrays. Okay, so now if some of you get it right, great. If you think you really got it, comment the hell out of your section. Okay, just comment to show me that you know exactly what you're doing. Do not look up the answer. Worst case scenario, you lose a point. Okay. Best case scenario, you get good feedback to help you understand in the future. Understood? Yes, Gary.
So we're doing 4A, right?
What's that?
Wait, which part A do we do again?
Do question 4, part A. And it's actually pretty easy. There's no trickery really to it. Okay? Looking at the question, it's a method that you're going to have to do. Part A is really, I wouldn't be surprised if everybody got it, but put it this way. You remember the name question where I had you guys filling in your names? And then after, if you ran out of spaces, you just fill it with an asterisk? Well, this is the one, if you guys remember, I told you there's one that had it with like an A. It's very similar to that. Okay. Now, also part A is void. How many returns do I need?
0.
0. Very good. Make sure you read the question. Okay. So that is your homework assignment for tonight. I'm going to attach this PDF to the assignment just so you can download it. Okay. But it's going to be due tonight, 11:59 p.m. Don't be late. It's going to be graded via AP scale. Again, guys, be honest with your work. If you really feel like you got it, comment the hell out of your code. Understood? All right, guys, good job. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.